Blub blub everyone! Welcome back to Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. Now, we found our friend Hob again in the last episode. Weird, well, friend, I'd say that loosely. But that was interesting. Apparently he's kind of following us unwillingly, the poor guy. Interested if that leads to more. Also, we already found where the shield is. We could probably go there right now, but we won't. But I'm going to talk to Arthur about this stuff here. Oh yeah, we also fell, basically fell to the ground. We fainted, got teleported by the men here. Probably what happened to Hob as well. And the men here lit. That dude there. The men here lit again. And then we woke up in the manor. So that's kind of weird. Talk to Arthur. The men here, what do you think happened?
I have no idea. The menhirs were Merlin and Nimue's domain.
Okay.
I was mostly just relieved they worked. Although I've always felt an odd sense of familiarity with them. I think they reacted to the power we now wield. The Four-Dweller element within us. But why and how? That's beyond even my understanding.
If only we could find Merlin, he could probably tell us.
Tell me, are you well? You were unconscious for a while.
You don't know?
I'm not inside your mind. I can watch, and sometimes I can help, but nothing more than that.
I wish you could talk to us a bit more and discuss with us the things, not only by the fire, but maybe, you know...
Your feelings, your pain, they're yours alone. I cannot take them from you, nor shield you from them.
Also, I realize how much production that would need. And I realize it's probably beyond the dev's capabilities, because a voice actor costs a lot of money, and that would be a lot of lines they need to speak. But it would have been great. You know, not commenting every move I do in combat, that is annoying. But, you know, for some quests, not even every quest, but some specific quests where he would comment on things, you know? I think that would have been amazing.
Throughout my life, I've rarely been idle. This helplessness feels unsettling at times.
Maybe you should have chilled a bit more, buddy. Don't pretend you care. I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. I'm fine. You don't need to worry. No, I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. I mean, we don't know who we are really as the player. We don't know who our character really is. We don't know if Seamon or whoever that guy was called was our father or not. Who knows?
I'm sorry. I know this isn't a life you would have chosen for yourself. But you've conducted yourself admirably.
I fear in the end we have to sacrifice ourselves. Which I mean, I guess, because we're living on borrowed time, kinda. Or we were about to die anyway, so that we didn't die and then we die a bit later. Okay, sure. At least we could do some stuff in between, but it would still be sad, right? Overcoming that disease with his help, of course, but still. And then still having to sacrifice ourselves.
You're strong. And you're not alone. I know this fate was forced upon you. I know all too well how that feels.
And what annoys me about plot lines like this, you know, oh, you're doing all that shit and then you train so much and you learn so much and you invest so much and then you just have to sacrifice yourself. What annoys me about this is it kind of makes the development of the character a bit pointless to me. Because if it just ends there, I mean, you had to go to that point and then, you know, you had to be strong enough to do what you need to do. Sure, all of that nonsense. But if there's nothing after that, I feel like, is it really worth doing all of this shit? It's kind of weird to me. As an individual, you know? In context of such a story, in the context of all that you have to do, you know, to fulfill whatever fate you have. Okay, I guess. But it still feels like as an individual of the character doesn't get to reap the rewards for all their hardships during that time. And that's kind of sad. In some stories, they try to spin it like, oh yeah, death is the reward, in a way. Which, I mean, I guess if you think about it like that, but it's still not satisfying to me, personally.
So, I promise, as long as I'm here, I'll help you however I can.
I mean, that's nice. And that's also ominous, as long as I'm here. What do you think of Lord Ivan?
Well, the apple has fallen far from the tree. I don't see the air of Palamedes in him. His ancestor was a ruler devoted to his people. He was even capable of defying me when the situation called for it. I always respected him for that.
That makes me respect you a bit
and
more.
Yvain, I see a man trying to please everyone. That is the gravest sin a leader can commit.
Because you can never please everyone. Yeah, and there are decisions you have to do sometimes that will even hurt some people.
Decisions are never easy.
Yeah.
But they must be made.
Yeah, because indecision could just hurt everyone.
I see that the current Lord is trying to delay that moment.
Yeah.
And I fear it's his people who will suffer most because of his indecision.
And that could be a thing.
I know much time has passed. I just hope Palamedes' bloodline wasn't diluted by the carelessness of one of Yvain's foremothers.
I mean, putting that on the mother is also a little far-fetched, my friend, but sure, if you think so. That is really nice. I really enjoy that weird stew that we can make. Bye-bye, Mr. Arthur. Got more cooking, that's neat. Now, I mean, we could go to the shield. Now look at that, the main here is now protecting us. We could and try to see if the shield is in the crypt. That was not what I wanted to do. I need to click twice. So it is not. It's still in that direction. Okay, so the crypt is something else. Let's go back to... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. The sisters... Here, this one. Let's keep that in mind. We look kind of nice. Are we not as light as we were? Yes, we are. I feel like we're moving quite a bit slower. Seems weird. Devil's Snare. We're not allowed to take anything here. And there's a person that is not showing up.
You're here. Let me look at you. You seem to have recovered after whatever happened at the Menhir. The All-Mother herself must be watching over you.
I guess. Are you not going to ask what happened?
Whatever the All-Mother wanted you to see is between you and her. I can only accept and work with the outcome. Besides,
Pointless to say, oh, she didn't have anything to do with that.
the impact your little spectacle had on the sentiments in the village. You've given people hope. Only time will tell if that was misguided or what the consequences will be if it proves true.
Hope is important, though. Whose grave is this?
Here lies Lady Maeve, wife of Lord Yvain, Tarion, my dearest friend. The one I couldn't help. You're wondering why I'm here, aren't you? I'm wondering the same. I thought I'd find solace or perhaps even grief, but all I feel is numbness.
You sound like a politician or a priestess.
There is more than one way to spread the All-Mother's grace. Why shouldn't a priestess take part in leading the people she serves?
Conflict of interest, that's why.
Lord Yvain is in a precarious situation. He needs all the support he can get, and supporting him in this endeavor only benefits the residents of Kunord. Besides, my apprentice Ailey is very talented and can handle all the matters that require a more hands-on approach perfectly well. Go with her blessing.
We got more whispers. Does that mean... No, it's not more King's Soul. What are these whispers, then? If not... the King's Soul stuff. I thought it was the King's Soul that we were. Not even the script looks the same as the one we were in before. I mean, there are elements, of course, you know, that are kind of same-ish. So not even mosaics, really. Some of them look like it, but not all of them do. Okay, so there's nothing that can do it all, huh? Oh, this is interesting, though. Secrets? Uh-huh. There's a sword, a very old sword on here. Not sure why I did that. I mean, it's not where the shield is, so... weird. But we opened this, so it might be nice for later. There's nothing else. Seems so. Weird. The one she couldn't help. Maybe Red... yeah, I mean, maybe Red Death? We don't know. Oh, interesting. I'll take it. I'm not averse of some, you know, thievery. I'd like to do that, thank you. I'm also gonna sell all these potions now. Because we can make the really good shit, so... that should be fine. Maybe to the blacksmith before we jacuzzi. Hello, Morag.
Oi, you there, Sleeping Beauty. I saw them carrying you into Yvain's mansion. You feeling better now?
Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
Would have been a shame if something happened to the one who lit up the menhir. No wonder they brought you straight here. Tell me, did you get to see our lord? Or just that snake of his, Anselm?
What do you really want?
Sorry, stranger. I meant no offense. Name's Morag. I'm the innkeeper around here, though, as you've probably seen, there's not much of an inn left to keep.
We didn't see anything of this
Truth
city so
is,
far.
I was hoping that, with what happened at the menhir and all, you might have Lord Yvain's ear, and maybe you'd be kind enough to whisper a thing or two into it on my behalf.
Why can't he talk to himself? What do you need from him?
Camelot shut down my inn. Said it was because of the Red Death, but the Red Priests have been here for ages, and they never had a problem with my place. And last I checked, Yvain's still our lord. Not one of those Camelocians. What gives them the right to meddle in our business?
It's actually true what she's saying, because she only has to answer to her lord, not to the one above, really, unless it's the king himself. Because Yvain has jurisdiction over his subjects, not someone else, not the one above him. The one above him could tell him to do something, but he can't tell to the subjects. You can't go over the next step, you know. You know the Red Death is a valid threat.
I know. I was here when the outbreak hit. Lost some of my best patrons. But the Red Priests have it under control now. Every new case gets carted straight to the asylum, and we haven't had one in a good while. I tried talking to the Camelocians. They told me to piss off. Now Yvain's my only hope.
Sure, I'll talk to him.
Stranger. All I want is a straight answer. The least he could do is make Camelot pay me some kind of compensation. Damn bastards come in here acting like they own all of Connacht. I'll wait here for you.
I mean, I could quickly do this, I guess. Why not do a little petition real quick? In the middle of the night. I think we have some status to project here.
Stay quiet, stay safe.
Yes, Ansem, shut up. Hey, Mr. Lord. Lord Dude. There's a woman named Morag waiting outside. She needs to talk to you.
I know. I already asked Ansem to tell her to wait. But Morag's a stubborn one.
You're really the king of indecisiveness,
Honestly,
huh?
what does she expect me to do? I'm not about to argue the legate over one inn. Not when there are far more pressing matters at hand.
You should be able to overrule the legate until he orders you to do something. You have jurisdiction. To her, this is a pressing matter. I mean, it's her job.
I don't doubt that. But Connacht is in a precarious position. I wouldn't be surprised if Denholm shuts the inn down out of fear of rebellion. And I'm hardly in a position to challenge his decision. We all have to endure these inconveniences a little longer.
Yeah, it's her livelihood.
Well, surely she's been given some sort of compensation, hasn't she?
You're asking me?
You're the one who spoke with her. I don't have my records on hand to check. Besides, it was Denholm's call. If anything, it's Camelot that owes her restitution.
Uh-huh. Sure, bud. Sure.
The less attention, the better.
With Denholm, okay. That's a little cowardice of him. It is his duty to do that, actually.
You lost or what?
Yeah, I'm lost. I'm lost because I'm helping everyone for some reason. Family house. I'm not just gonna go into some family houses if I have no reason. Talbot. The men here. I mean, towering piece of whatever it is. That's for sure. I actually wanted to go up, but okay. Okay, game. Let me just go down for ages. Cool choice. Craftsman's row. Okay, that is important. Towering men here. Bring me a Croakmore skin. Easy. Substantial payment in coin and supplies. We already have that. Bear claws. We should have that. Is it absolutely necessary? No, I'm not available for complaints. Wolf pelts. Sure, we have those. Marrow Geist shells. We should have those. Yeah, that should be easy to do. For Cine. I'm still waiting for more people. For the other people we have found so far to show up again somewhere. Red Priest's Quarter, definitely not gonna go in there until I have the ability to murder them all.
You're in there.
Firket, okay. Can I not?
Get lost! You've taken everything from me. I won't give you anything else.
Stop whining and open up.
Did we read about that guy? You the legate?
I've had enough of this lunatic.
Doesn't look like a
Keep an eye
legate.
on him in case he gets out. I need a rest.
What you doing, bud?
What do you want?
Getting all the quests. Just curious.
Go be curious somewhere else. We have our orders.
Buddy, you shouldn't talk to me like that.
Open up, Firket!
Not a chance.
Perhaps I could try talking to him? What
You
happened?
could not, because it isn't your job. But if you
True.
really must know,
I'm helpful,
yesterday one of our warehouses caught fire because of one of Firket's inventions.
though. Aha.
Denham ordered us to investigate, but how are we supposed to do that if we can't question the suspect? Come on, Firket! I don't have all day!
I don't care. Leave
It's
me
night.
alone.
If I get the commander to agree, will let me in?
We're soldiers. We follow orders. If it's an order from Denham, then sure. I'll gladly leave the yelling to you. Fuck it! Open!
Weirdness take you, you thieves!
Interesting. Playing with fire. Yeah, we're getting all the quests. I like it. Mary's house or Mary's house? I don't know. Abandoned burger house? Oh, abandoned is interesting. There could be something there that we need. Like, we could even get a bed here that we could rest in, yes, which is kind of nice. It's a beautiful house. Okay, we definitely have seen this house before, or a house like it. With a bit of a different seller. It's weird that they left their clothes. Interesting house. Definitely for more people than one. As would be the norm. It's not even a family necessarily. Could be a worker's house or something. I like going around the night for now. It'll be morning soon. But I like the quietness of the night. Interesting. Okay, that's back here. We were there already. At least I think. There are the fields. We were in the fields and we were attacked by stuff, so we need to go down here and explore there. Actually, we could do that right now. What is the quest we're doing? The petition. Okay, so Denholm is around here? Up there. Interesting. In the Red Priest quarters? It looks like it. Maybe above the... Yeah, maybe in the little keep section there. Is there no actual gate? Seems weird. The prison. Don't think we have to look into the prison yet. Okay, there is a gate. The prison has 2 entrances, which is also kind of weird for a prison. You want to keep people in, better not have too many entrances. Okay, so there is a gate to the southern part. That's nice. Let's just follow the road for a second here. Cows, okay, if we want to slaughter some. Apparently no one cares if we just murder all the cows. I mean, they're not expensive, I guess. Even though they definitely should be. Cows were quite a commodity. You need quite some money to afford one. And then keep it fed. I mean, today you do too. Cows definitely eat the hairs out of your scalp. What the frick is this? This is a weird weakness in the walls, basically. Asgall. That's Denholm. Okay, we found Denholm. Let's talk to him. If only we could. Okay. Well, we can only cook at the cooking pot. That's kind of sad. Well, I can make my own fire then. It's fine. Let's just rest until... Oh, we are almost there. Let's just rest for an hour. Oh, Arthur, you're back? You want to talk? Let's talk. Your mother and her priestess must have seen better days.
Like many things in Avalon, it seems. But yes, they used to be quite influential. Sometimes
which is not that good.
Unnervingly so. They had the ears and hearts of the people, and they made them rather bold in voicing their opinions.
Freaking religions.
As you can imagine, we didn't always see eye to eye. That led to some unfortunate confrontations.
So you cut them to pieces. What do you mean?
I couldn't allow people to openly disagree with me. No matter the influence they thought they held among my subjects, the temple's representatives didn't approve of my use of the weirdness during the war, and they made their opposition public. I decided that such opposition deserved punishment.
Silencing voices is tyranny. It is.
Sometimes it's necessary. And that was one of those times. In times of war, a leader cannot appear weak, cannot afford to look uncertain.
It's kind of true.
Call it what you like, but war demands obedience, not debate.
It is a different situation, for sure. High-risk bounty, surveillance. That's not the one we found. Lame Lorcan. Really? He's lame? Reward is available. Deliver proof his demise. Okay. Nivera the Chillheart. This one we got. And Kestrel the Piercer. The Piercer is also nice. Okay.
Stay out of my way. Here's our troublemaker.
Yes.
You've really caused a stir around here with that spectacle in front of the Menhir.
And it's gonna get worse.
Everything in order. The cart was ready, and people were all set to move to Camelot. But now, you appear out of nowhere, and suddenly a dying pile of stones lights up like a bonfire. That's bad. That's very bad.
Is it? It seems actually quite good.
Firstly, because now I have to write yet another report to Camelot that we're going to be late, and that they need to send us even more supplies. Secondly, you've somehow reignited the Menhir, and this has reignited people's hopes that they can stay. And that's dangerous. And before you ask why it's dangerous, take a look around town. The recent Red Death outbreak took its toll, and I'm pretty sure things are just going to get worse and worse.
Yeah, but bringing all the people to one place doesn't really work with a plague.
But you should be thankful to them. Their hopes are the only reason we haven't locked you up for sabotaging our initiative.
Or let me rephrase that. It works extremely well with a plague by, spreading it to everyone. It's not like I knew this was going to happen.
That's the assumption I decided to go with. And that's why we're talking. Perhaps there's still a chance to sort out this mess.
What do you have in mind?
You can go tell Murig that your presence doesn't change anything about our deal, and that you are unwilling to help with his endeavors, whatever they may be. And if he doesn't listen, play along, but come back to me when you learn what he has planned.
Why do you want to take them in here?
Isn't it obvious? For the safety of all the residents of Avalon.
No, Camelot.
Only by gathering the Menhirs in one place and reigniting them will we be able to keep ourselves safe from the weirdness.
But it is reignited.
Avalon's population has significantly
no
declined over recent years. We're on the brink of extinction, damn it. That's why we need to stick together, to take care of each other. Only Camelot possesses the necessary infrastructure to establish the right conditions for its people.
I mean, I could see that, because it's much easier to defend them if they're not spread out. And apparently, there are a lot of threats around here, bandits and all the other creatures, that do diminish the population quite heavily. And being spread out is counterproductive. Which I can see.
If they remain
makes
here,
sense.
they will die. Either from the weirdness itself, or from the horde of monsters it spawns. And there aren't enough soldiers here for their protection. You must know that I didn't come here just to obey orders. I truly believe that this is the only way to save everyone on Avalon.
What if your plan doesn't work?
Then at the very least, we'll have bought some time for those wiser than us to think of an alternative solution. Perhaps we will invade Tuathan, like in the glorious old days. Or perhaps someone will find a way to free the derelict fleet, allowing us return to the homelands.
See, that is something you could do all the time.
I don't know. But there's one
just
thing
build a
I'm
new
certain
fleet.
of, and I'll repeat it as often as necessary.
I mean, you're
Only
building another
by
lighthouse.
standing together can we overcome the weirdness.
That's basically like building one of the boats. I mean, it does need a lot more skill to build a good boat than to build a lighthouse, because lighthouse is basically just bricks on top of each other until you can light a flame on top. It's not that complicated, basically. It's very tall, so there has to be some skill in that for sure, but a boat that has to sail the high seas, that's a bit more difficult.
Scattering our people across the island is the worst solution, and it's a sure path to our ruin.
Yeah, see, I do see that. I do see the scattering is a problem. Why do you need that Murig?
Murig, who apparently prefers to be called Maggot, is a druid, even though he may not look the part. And druids are the only ones who know the rituals necessary to ignite the Menhirs.
I mean, then we should have the rituals too,
Due to
right?
bad luck, or more accurately, the
be able to
decisions
learn
of
them.
my superiors, our options for druids are limited.
Yeah, because you murdered them
That's
all.
why I'm forced to work with Murig, and prophet be my witness, neither of us is happy about that.
So, whenever they say druid, you could in your mind replace that with magic users. So, all druids and all magic users, basically the same thing in this world. So, Merlin was a druid. It's all the Celtic stuff, you know? At least from what we understood so far, from what we've learned so far, which is interesting. And they killed them all. Which is kind of sad.
But I'm no fool. I know that what happened in front of the Menhir might make Murig consider double-crossing us. He'll try to find a way to reignite the Menhir so that it could stay in Kunok despite our agreement.
It has been. It has been reignited. We did it.
So, if you ever find out what he's planning, if he ever asks you to fetch something for his ritual, you make sure you come to me first.
Well, we'll see. I found a letter that quite clearly points to the person who ordered the sabotage. No, I'm not going to talk to him about that. I saw your soldiers pounding on some poor man's door.
Yes, on my orders. Firkett needs to give me an explanation for a very unfortunate accident in which innocent soldiers were hurt.
Are soldiers ever innocent? I mean, who is he?
He's a local inventor, and as far as I know, doesn't have the best reputation in Kunok. At the moment, at least. There was a time when he was quite useful. He invented various machines for more efficient farming and other practical applications.
Already like the guy.
Now he's apparently fixated on the weirdness, and he doesn't want to talk about anything else. People are afraid of him. Since you're already here, I might have a task for you. Firkett refuses to talk to my men, and the locals don't trust him. There's a slim chance that anyone would be willing to mediate the matter. But he doesn't know you. Perhaps he'll be more open with a stranger and confess the truth. So, are you interested?
That's why I'm here. Sure.
You can ask him if he set fire to our warehouse on purpose. You should also try to bring him in voluntarily, though knowing Firkett, that's unlikely. Do whatever you think is best. I just want to find out who is responsible for this accident and make an informed decision based on that.
That is a lot of leeway that he's giving us here, as stranger, even to him.
Here are the orders. Show them to the boys by the gate and they'll let you in to see Firkett. As soon as you find out what happened with Firkett, report back to me immediately.
No, buddy. We're not finished yet. Lord Yvain says you owe restitution to the tavern's owner for closing it down.
Oh, yes. This again. You can tell her that if this matter is raised one more time, she will owe restitution to Camelot for each life lost to the Red Death in the region. That's my final word on this matter. I'll await your return.
And I want to talk to the person that sabotaged first. It's interesting. Playing with fire, Apocalypticus, then Homus. Give me the thing. Interesting. That's the apocalypticist. I'm not sure why this is called like that, because this maggot guy seems actually quite reasonable. Should definitely talk to Morak about that first, I guess. I can take all this shit. That's kind of weird. Anarchist's hut. I mean, that has me intrigued. I love the transition. Definitely feels nice. Garlic's always good to have. As well as in real life. I'm not sure if a wine pitcher actually has wine. Garbage, no. Just drop that. Okay, no one in here. No one cares that I took all these things, so maybe a person is dead or something.
Oi, you. You're new
Again?
here, aren't you? I don't think I've seen you around before.
Why?
Ah, no, sorry. It's just that we don't see many new faces around here. Just us and the locals and, well, if you haven't noticed yet, they're not the friendliest bunch.
That's a weird scene right now. They seem friendly enough to me.
Do they? Then maybe we're all just sick of looking at each other. I'm sure they're not all bad. This must all be quite hard for them. But it's not like I want to be here either. I've got a pregnant wife waiting for me at home, and they won't even let me buy a book for her.
A book?
Yeah, about birthing and labour and whatnot. It's going to be our first, you see, so my wife's worried sick. I wanted to send it to her to ease her mind, you know?
I mean, thinking about the dying at birth of women at this era, and also the dying of children before the age of, I don't know, 3. Yeah, she is worried for a reason, buddy.
But that Dalrita wench chased
should
me
be
out
too.
of her bookshop and won't let me back in.
Let me guess, you want me to buy the book?
Well, could you? I'd be really grateful. Just don't tell her it's for me. She won't sell it to you otherwise. Please, I'll pay you
I
back.
should have asked why.
I'll even throw in something extra. Please, for my wife.
Alright,
Oh, thank you. You're a lifesaver.
interesting.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
There's nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Different voice,
Nothing
okay.
at all. And there will never be anything.
Everything alright?
Look around you. Everything you see doesn't exist.
I swear, if the plot twist is we never left the asylum, I'm gonna be mad.
We're not here. And the real lord, the four-armed king, is lost forever.
Well, that's the Four Dwellers.
It's just greedy, deceitful lords everywhere.
I mean, yeah.
False kings. There is no king. Sagramore wanted too much.
I think we heard
And
that name
Yvain,
before. I can't...
He doesn't even know what he wants. Nothing. There's just...
Yeah, that guy's an idiot. What are you talking about?
I've seen his cursed king. I've seen it haunt my endless nightmares. A kingdom now forgotten by all. An aberration that should never have existed. I saw it. He made them kneel and cry his name. Sagramore! Sagramore!
Okay, yeah, I skipped that because it was annoying me. You talking about the present lord?
Present, but absent. Always uncertain. Kunark is doomed, as is Yvain's entire bloodline.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna give you some coins.
Ah, yes. Gold.
I mean, I have thousands, so what are 10?
The true nothingness.
Wow. Great. Another red priest. Who cares about those bastards?
I'm an outcast, exiled from my home by the Red
Those are quite loud.
My struggle continues on the holy island of Avalon. When you hear the word, follow it. Set an example for other outcasts, with your faith and with your testimony. The word is our only chance to rid ourselves of the plague's taint. And if the word commands you to kill your brothers for spreading heresy, do so, for such is his way. If the word commands you to besmirch your father's name,
since you're spreading heresy,
do so and discard your
idiocy.
sullied self,
More
for such is your way.
Okay. Mr. Harold? Harold? No? Oh. Oh, we have a stash. Neat. I'm not gonna get rid of that greatsword. I'll get rid of this, though. I'm still wearing these. I like the magic critical chance, but this is better. We need to get rid of that garbage, get rid of the crafting materials. That is nice, because that gives us a lot more carrying capacity, which is nice. I've never used the torch, by the way. Hope that is okay. What's this? Oh. Oh, nice! Legate's order. By order of Legate Denholm, this tavern is closed to prevent the spread of the Red Death. I mean, he does have a point with that. Bounty Castro, Niver, okay, blah 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 blah. Halum's research. Why is that new? Critical bounty. Okay, we do know Southern Style Crab already. Denholm's orders. Lieutenant, you are hereby instructed to discontinue any further investigation or surveillance of Mr. Furkett, the inventor, effective immediately. Please ensure all personnel under your command are made aware of this directive and comply without delay. I expect you and your unit to return to headquarters at your earliest convenience. Upon your return, a detailed report of all prior engagements with Mr. Furkett is to be submitted for review. Thank you for your cooperation and prompt compliance. That's what I wanted to read. The actual orders, not that he is, you know, effing with us. Hello there, Mr. Elwin.
There. Looking for solid, affordable gear? You've come to the right place. Ah, but where are my manners? I'm Alwyn, and you, my dear stranger, look like you're in dire need of a resupply.
Well, thank you that I look so desperate. You seem very chipper.
Well, the men here doesn't seem to be on the verge of dying anymore, and with the Camelocians around, business is booming. The longer they stick around with nothing to spend their coin on but our stalls, the better for us. It's a bit of a shame I'll have to delay visiting my brother at the Horns of the South, but he'll understand. He always says he can't leave his stall for even a single day.
And you have pretty much only garbage. 10 weird lanterns and their quest items. I'm inclined of buying them all. You can get spirits from him. That's pretty good, actually. Says some garbage. We have some garbage in here. Yes, sell that garbage. Oh, there's a lot of garbage. My oh my. I don't want to get rid of that frostblade. Yeah, none of what I have I really want to get rid of, so... It's expensive, but it says quest, so I'm gonna take it, of course, god damn it. It's very expensive, damn.
Help you, huh? Ah, yes. Yes, now I remember. I remember it all. On the 14th day of the month of Oak, a procession dressed in red passed through. They dragged people from their homes. Eventually, they came for us as well. Me and my Brianna, our possessions. They took everything. Took it all for themselves. Now, I have nothing left. I'm just a poor man. Please, save me. Please.
And here's some coins.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, the word... No, thanks. What are you talking about?
Back then, I lived in the burrow, near Camelot, you see. I was there when the priests came with a crowd of penitents, dressed in robes made of parchment laden with the word. The priests cracked their holy whips and delivered fiery speeches. No more Red Death, no more suffering.
Sure. And they were only using that to enrich themselves, as, you know, is the MO. Were you infected?
No, but I was cured nonetheless.
Yeah.
I gave up everything for the cure.
Good choice. Oh,
I
God.
gave up Brianna and all my possessions. I had to cleanse myself. Yes, now I am pure. Can you see? Can you see?
Despicable. Yeah,
Thank you.
The other one got 10 as well, so you get 10 too. Well, that is absolutely despicable. Crazily so. Let's buy the book for the guy. And maybe figure out what happened. Hello, Varel. Ooh, you look nice.
Welcome to Varel's bookshop. No reading without buying. And if you're here for porn, kindly leave before you start.
I mean, both of us could do some in the back, but it's fine. You mean people were doing more than just reading here?
Aye. Look, I don't begrudge anybody their reading habits. Each to their own. But some things should be kept private.
Somehow this accent seems kind of fake in how they speak. But sure, you're Dalriata.
Aye. Not only can I read, I can even make recommendations. Imagine that. So, if you have a joke to tell, don't bother. I'm pretty sure I've heard them all.
No. Isn't that a rare sight?
Perhaps it is. But you'd think that so-called civilized people would accept it with mere grace.
Yeah, it's all bullshit. Civilized nonsense.
Hearing the same crude comments over and over again makes me feel like I've never left the training grounds. Then there are the braver ones who tell me I'm not welcome here. Hell, it's just like talking to my sister. They all have more in common than they think. Although mostly it's just prejudice.
Yeah, I would assume so. How did you end up here?
This shop belonged to my late husband. We met on the road. I was a mercenary hired to protect the caravan. He was a fine older gentleman, fascinated with a Del Rita lass who shared his love for books. It was a lethal combination for my poor heart. We didn't get near enough years together, but we were happy.
Kinda cute somehow, but okay.
We didn't have much family left, and they couldn't care less about this place, so he left it all to me.
Then why stay?
Well, I can't just take the shop and hitch it to a cart, can I? Although I suppose that might be more or less what I need to do.
Yeah, why can't you actually? It's just books. They should be safe on a cart.
I didn't hate living here, you know. It was fine when my husband was still alive. I even thought people were starting to warm up to me. And then he died. And the respect died with him. And then Camelot arrived. Everything just went downhill for there.
How weird. Sounds like there's no love lost between you and your tribe.
They're no bad. I know it might sound like I was some poor, misunderstood girl with unusual interests, but that wasn't the case. I was a rightful member of the tribe, and believe me, I didn't get my name for nothing. My father made sure of it. I just wasn't my sister. Funnily enough, she was the one who saw it as a problem. Vran believed that my lackey ambition to be the top Volker warrior somehow made her look bad. Every time I went to the temple to read in peace, she was on my ass about it. Until one day, she yelled at me to either step up or get the hell out of her tribe. You can guess the rest.
I've met her.
Oh, great. How's she doing? Still on her path to becoming the pinnacle of tribal perfection?
She joined One Eye.
Of course she did. It doesn't surprise me that she decided to join a fanatic. Though it is amusing that she chose one capable of using compound sentences. She never believed in the power of words. But perhaps that's exactly why she ended up following a man who fed her beautiful lies.
Mm-hmm. Does that mean you're nameless now?
I am no sure. When they decide to kick you out and take your name, they make a whole ceremony of it. But I left pretty much the moment my sister stopped yelling. You don't have to be there for it though. Vran might have been pissed off enough to go through with it. So, maybe. I don't really care. I'm not going to stop using my name just because my little sister told me to.
Mm-hmm. Little sister even, okay. I'm looking for a book about pregnancy and labor.
Oh, expecting a weeing? Congratulations. Lucky you. I don't think I've seen a newborn in Cunicht for as long as I've lived here.
That's kind of weird. That's risky. No, I'm not gonna try to use deception. Actually, it's for a soldier.
Oh, is it now? Well, well, well. And why can't he come home and buy it himself?
So you chased him off?
Oh, that's precious. I chased him off because he couldn't take no for an answer. He came in and tried to seduce me. Told me he just loves to devour books. But he'd gladly do the same with me.
Oh, yeah. With a pregnant wife, huh?
Sure. Maybe for breakfast. To add variety to his military fare. When I told him I wasn't interested, he got all pissed off and called me an ugly, dumb savage. I only let him leave with his teeth intact to avoid proving him right. Tell you what, I'll sell you that book. But fair warning, I'll be sending his poor wife the story of Giron the Unfaithful, with a special edition forward for me. Deal?
I think you should do it the other way around. Give Rigby the story of Giron the Unfaithful. I mean... I like that deal, actually. I think you should do it the other way around, though. Just to, you know... We don't know if he has been unfaithful. He was trying to. But, you know, this could be the slap in the face he needs.
You presume a man like that can be taught reason?
Maybe.
I'm afraid the book's lesson will be completely lost on him. If he even bothers to read it. He might just tear out a few pages every time he goes to the privy.
Everyone deserves a chance to learn.
Fine. Fine. I won't make myself a hypocrite out of spite. I'll send his wife the priestess's book. May Mather at least bless her with a smooth labour. Since she couldn't bless her with a decent man.
At least. Give me that shop. Let's see. No. We have that. Readable. Okay. Have that one. Just looking for some stuff I don't have. Beautiful Liliana and the Lustful Marquise. I think I have that one. And the Chamber of Ecstasy. I think we have two. Sounds very much like Harry Potter, but okay. Avalon Crimes. Beautiful. And the Forbidden Pleasure. I don't think we have that one. I'm not sure what this symbol means. But getting all the Liliana books is an achievement too, so why not? I'm not going to read it. Volume 2. I'm going to take that too. I'm just going to take this, you know, because I think this means I haven't read it. The Stone Wardens I'm going to take. I'm not going to read them all. So much for not porn and stuff, because this is quite obviously, you know, yeah, we haven't seen these. Again, you can pause if you want to read these. Oh, the Sun Terrain, the Unfaithful, nice. And with those words, Geraint was cursed. Your punishment shall be thus: you will wander the land, but never shall find peace or solace. Your name shall be carried by the winds as a caution to those who dare betray a heart that loves them true. With those words, he was cursed. He found himself unable to stay in one place, his spirit tormented by visions of Enid's heartbreak. Enid? What a name. Everywhere he went, the land itself whispered of his betrayal. I mean, that is a nice curse, and the people turned their gaze from him, knowing the sorrow he had caused. Years passed, and Geraint, now a lonely shadow of the hero he once was, understood that true bravery was not to be found in the glory of battle, but in the courage to remain faithful to his vows. But the curse was unrelenting. It was only when Geraint, consumed by his remorse, offered a heartfelt apology to the winds, hoping it would reach Enid, that the Guardian appeared once more. Seeing the change in Geraint's heart, Guardian set him free. From that day forward, Geraint dedicated his life to righting the wrongs he had committed, teaching others the importance of fidelity, loyalty, and the true meaning of valor. Yeah, I'll definitely give that book to him. I'll keep the books, though. You're important, Imram. You are. Why are you important, damn it? I need to do some other stuff.
I didn't really have much choice about where to set up my things. Normally I'd be in a tavern, but, well, it looks like the tavern is closed until further notice.
Weird
that
voice.
means Varel's bookshop is the only place where I can read and work in peace.
Why are you?
Oh, of course, my apologies. I'm Imran. My thoughts tend to drift far from the present. I'm a scholar of sorts, though not the kind that hides behind walls of parchment. My calling is to seek out traces of what was lost. Ruins, relics, anything older than old.
Seems a bit like the voice actor's eating the microphone right here.
I'm a Pict. Not many of us wander these lands, I know. Staying in one place isn't exactly in my nature.
We still haven't learned much about them.
I learn. I dig through the bones of the world, hoping to find something more ancient than mankind.
Is there anywhere of these lost places around?
I once heard a legend of a mysterious chapel that appears only to those it chooses.
Yeah, weird microphone stuff happening here. Doesn't seem like the sound bites have been cleared up or something.
Many adventurers have gone to seek it, but I've never heard of anyone returning to tell the tale. Some say it holds a sacred spring that cures all ailments. Others say it is a passage to the very bottom of the sea, the domain of the Lord of the Seas himself.
Is that a DLC hint? Because that's where you're going in the DLC. You go into the onto the bottom of the sea.
But I've never found any proof of either claim.
What can you tell me about Rel?
I heard she was a Dalariata who runs a bookshop in Connacht. I was a bit apprehensive about meeting her. I thought I'd find someone overly rattled and stripped of her own cultural heritage. But Varel, she's different. And I admire her work that she even bothers to do it. Sometimes it feels like people have lost all interest in discovery, whether it's the kind found in verses or the kind waiting out there in the wide world.
What are you working on?
If you're asking out of politeness, let's just leave it at this. I thank you for your interest, but I won't give an answer. Trust me. I could talk the hind leg off a donkey. No need to waste time on such things.
Weird. I'm actually curious.
Wow. That's really kind of you. Thanks to Varel's generosity, I managed to get my hands on a certain book. Well, once a book. Now it's just a pile of loose pages. However, these are some truly fascinating loose pages.
Are they about a girl named Liliana?
They're the writings of a Dalariata scribe from nearly 6 centuries ago. Incredible, right? But what's even more astonishing is the content. This man describes encounters with people who knew nothing of King Arthur or the homelands. Nothing at all. Do you understand what that suggests?
That there were people here before you guys. That Avalon might have been home too.
I'll tell you. It's so exciting. I suspect Avalon may have already been inhabited by a race similar to us, long before our arrival. I've traveled across much of the island, and I've come across some mentions of the people of Farpoint. A place far in the northernmost reaches of Avalon. Few have ever ventured there.
Who knows if we will be able to go there, because there are set maps. It's not an open island, but... And what would they be doing in the south?
Perhaps the weirdness started to gather and ruin their crops, or made hunting more dangerous. Or maybe it was some sort of conflict that forced them to seek a new place on the island. Or perhaps they simply had a nomadic spirit. It's hard to say with the scraps of information I've managed to gather so far.
What about the weirdness?
And so, my friend, here we are, staring down the question, or rather the flood of questions that wouldn't leave me alone. Many Picts I've known have prolonged contact with the weirdness. I thought it was just them, a bunch of lunatics, who first dared to embrace that strange force. And what if it was the first men who knew how to live alongside the weirdness? And think about it. If we could uncover how they did it, the possibilities would be endless. It could change everything.
And also that hints on something we have been hinted to before, which was that there were people here before the Four Dwellers came to this island as well. I don't know how that fits together. Maybe the Four Dwellers came here with the Avalonians and basically the same time span from another dimension is what we heard. And there were also these other people, or they came here hundreds of years before the Camalosians. We have no idea what time is in this, which is a little weird, right? But yeah, so what are you planning?
For now, I'm trying to pull together more valuable information from these writings. But honestly, I feel like I'm...
Is that another quest?
I won't uncover anything new just sitting here. And unfortunately, I'm stuck here for the time being. I got injured on my way to Connacht, and I'm not quite back to my full strength yet.
What about your injury?
Oh, don't worry about that, really. It's more of a... let's call it an occupational hazard rather than an actual ailment. I have to give myself some time and everything will settle back into place. I'll be as fit as a fiddle, or whatever it is you say here. Yes, something like that.
Where do you want to go?
The Grotto of First Men. That tribal scribe detailed where it should be located. And I'm assuming you're asking for a reason, aren't you? I'd love to go there myself, but this is a matter of some importance to me. So, if you're one of those bold souls who take such ventures, I'd be more than willing to entrust this task to you.
Definitely. Again, a quest that had no indication whatsoever here. Apart from him having a name, we can talk to him, but not everyone we talk to will have a quest. Sure.
Truly excellent. I'm deeply obliged,
very interested
my friend.
in that.
Here are the notes. They should guide you to the location.
You know, reward.
Return swiftly, and more importantly, safely. I'll eagerly be awaiting your return.
Do you know anything about the situation?
The place seems to attract trouble.
Blah, blah, blah.
Not a good place, then. And I haven't even been here. Of all the misfortunes these poor people are facing, I'd wager the men here is the Red Death.
Many is definitely the
Troubling
gravest.
as it is, seems manageable, at least with the intervention of the priest. But the weirdness, shoot. If the men here goes out, these people will face a far greater peril than any sickness or human form of conflict.
It's nice how this one quest led to another quest as well. Pretty good. I'm sure we will miss some, and you'll find them, and I won't and stuff. But that is still fine with me. Oh, that is a beautiful picture, actually. Wait a second, I need to do this too. I mean, come on, we have to document our travels, right? Even though we'll probably be dead in the end of this, but still, we'll have to sacrifice ourselves. Thank you all for watching. I have to unfortunately put a cut in here. It's another hour already. Leave me a like if you enjoyed the episode. It's a lot of talking right now, but it's very interesting stuff, and we discovered a lot of quests, which is cool. Sub the YouTube if you haven't subbed. Come to Twitch, come to Discord, and I'll see you on the next one. Blub, blub, blub.